Finally, we are in the year of 2023. Okay, well, technically, I'm in 2022 still. This me, because I'm actually shooting this on the 29th of December, but I'm gonna release this on the 1st, okay? So, if you're watching this, give me some advice for the next couple of days. Like, or can you guys tell me in the comment section what's gonna happen? Is the world gonna end? I don't know. Hopefully this video makes it out in time. I'm going to shoot it, edit it, and I'm gonna have it scheduled for January 1st to release. So hopefully the world doesn't end by then. With that being said, I had to compile one more last list of 2022 and my personal favorite pickups of the year. Because 2022, I can't lie, it ended up being a very nice year in my opinion. I think compared to 2022 to 2021, I might be leaning a little bit to 2022. Let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions on that one down below. I would love to hear it. But I think 2022, when you really look back at it, there was, at least for me, a lot of classics that came back out and re-retroed. So let's get straight into it. Coming in at number 12, we have the Jordan 12 Playoff. Now, if you guys remember, this was not on my top 10 sneaker releases of 2022. Why is it on here for my favorite pickups? Well, because this is more personalized to me and me only. Not everything that was on that list I even have, you feel me? But this one in particular, I was happy to get my hands back on a pair of Playoff 12s because once again, as I stated, when you really look at all the shoes that was re-retroing from Jordan brand, it was everything that really released from 2012, 2013, and maybe 2014, but majority of it was 2012 and 2013. And there was also some that came in 2006 and 7. So let me just hush before I get a little too far myself. This one released during All-Star Weekend. Very, very soft All-Star Weekend. You know, definitely we were still in the midst of kind of COVID and the hit back and the whiplash of it. So releases, things were getting pushed back. All-Star Weekend in itself, I think I didn't go this year, and it was like the first time I didn't go in like the past 3, 4, 5 years. And it kind of made this release itself a little underwhelming in a way. However, it's still released. It's still a classic shoe. It's still a shoe that you could pretty much rock with every single thing out there. I love it. So I'm happy to be adding this one to the arsenal. And at number 10, we have the Playoff. And guys, if you haven't already, make sure you go and follow me on my secondary channel, Too Wild for TV. Twitter, Tonyd2wild. Instagram, Tonyd2wild. Twitch, Tonyd2wild. All that is linked down below in the description. Also, go and follow and sign up for Whatnot and get $10 in credits. And be a part of my next live where I'll be giving away an Xbox Series X and more. Check the links down below, okay? That's all you gotta do. Coming in at number 9, we have the Lebron 9 Big Bang. Cobwebs, I haven't worn these in a minute. But remember what I said earlier about those Playoff 12s? Those released, I wanna say 2012, 2013, or somewhere right there, right? These also released, I wanna say in 2013, 14, 11, 12, 13, or 14. Somewhere right there, okay? Released somewhere right there because these were popping. These were panties dropping when I came into YouTube. Right when I came into YouTube, I was coming in doing sneakers right around the time of Nike basketball being at an all-time high. With LeBron 9 Big Bangs, KD4 All-Stars, the Foamposite Galaxies, the Mamba Cosmos, all that type of stuff was going on full-fledged. The Penny 1 All-Stars, the Penny NRGs, like all that stuff was going on at the time. So when this one came back out, it was an instant cop for me because at that time, I was unable to actually obtain them. I'll be 100% honest because you guys may or may not know, and I never hide it. I had a fake pair of these, Repman 1109. If you know, you know. Comment down below. I had a pair of these fake AAA. Okay, your boy was trying to do his thug thizzle with the money that he had, and I remember having them fake pairs. You know, the pull tab was too short. The material was trash. Well, I'm not gonna say trash, but it wasn't nowhere like this. Getting this shoe now and it's being, you know, real deal was a bittersweet moment for me. You know, it was something that I remember coming into the game, not having money and not even having a real pair, not able to afford a real pair, and now I'm here and I got all this thanks to you guys. So this was a very bittersweet moment for me, this shoe in particular. And the fact is that it sat when it originally was going for insane prices. So this shoe meant a lot to me, and this shoe will remain in the collection for years and years to come. LeBron 9 Big Bang, number 9. Coming in at number 8, we have the Jordan 1 Georgetown. Now this is another one of these shoes that are kind of special to me because this was the first pair of the 85 high that your boy Tony D was able to get his hands on. Quasimodo nutsack, hard-coated leather on the top, high top shouted. These things are touching your shin caps, okay? Like these things are high top shouted. Now, quality, I like it. Retail price point 200, whew, hurts my nuts a little bit, but I'll be okay. But I enjoyed the fact that I was able to get my hands on these and partake in the 85 high action, because there's definitely a difference in quality and craftsmanship, and I'm looking forward to more of these releases moving into 2023. I was happy to get my hands on these Jordan 1s of a higher quality, of a higher cut, and something close to that of the original model that released back in 85. So with that being said, the Jordan 1 Georgetown definitely was a good feeling and a good pickup for me this year at number 8. Coming in at number 7, and I'm not being funny, Lebron 9, number 9. Well, Jordan 7, number 7, trophy room. And I want to give a huge shout out to my brother Just for Kicks for helping me get these in full effect. This is my first, well, this is actually my second pair of trophy rooms. I owned a pair, I believe was this, what was it, the 16s? I want to say the 16s or the 15s of the trophy room, the French blue joints, and I got rid of them because I could not match them with anything. It was just, and I know you guys are gonna say you don't have to. The blue that it was a weird blue. However, we had the Jordan 7 trophy room. The story behind this shoe in general, amazing, immaculate. With all the fuss and what went down with the Jordan 1 trophy rooms, and me being unable to get them, it definitely was a nice moment to have these pairs, and with the storyline behind it. I'm a fan of the Jordan 7. I love the Jordan 7. It doesn't get all of its respect recently, but it is what it is. We're just in different times, and hey, that's just how it goes. The Jordan 7 trophy room, though, is in a very good, high quality type of shoe, in my personal opinion, and I love it. So it is what it is. Number 7, trophy room. Coming in at number 6, we have the Jordan 1 Low Travis Scott. Yeah, it's way up high up there, because at the end of the day, it's a Travis Scott shoe. Nothing wrong with it. You know, why is it so high up? It's just high up. I really like the shoe though, and I was happy to get the shoe because, as stated with a lot of these other ones, it's my first time getting it in the Jordan 1 format. I have the Travis Scott 4s. I have the Air Force 1 Travis Scotts, and now I have the Jordan 1 Low Travis Scott in that mocha. And in my opinion, as far as colorways goes, and the lows specifically, Jordan 1, I think it's the best colorway. It's just I like it. It just looks beautiful. Definitely was happy to get my hands on this one. The Travis Scott model in general, you know, I'm a big fan of the shoes. I'm probably a more big fan of the shoes than the music at this point. Me personally, I was a big Days Before Rodeo fan. Salutes to Bull for that. Since then, you know, I like the hits and stuff, but I'm not like as crazy trying to find every single mixtape and song, and you know, it is what it is. I ain't gonna take away from the designs that come along from Travis Scott and his team. Definitely a fabulous shoe, and definitely a shoe that I'm happy to get my hands on in 2022. Coming in at number 5, we have the Jordan 3 Fire Red, and this is another one. I'm saying these over and over so y'all can really understand when I be saying things, like how they match up. It's another shoe that released back in 2013, and another shoe that kind of popped off my YouTube career. Salutes to C Hackett. I picked up originally the Jordan 3 Fire Red back then. It looked a little bit different than it does now. The one that released now released and looks like the original Fire Red 3 of the days. The one I had before had more of a black elephant print. It was just something a little bit different. However, this pair, spot on, Nike Air on the back, quality was good, all that, you know. And as far as top 5 shoes and all that, I had to put it on the list. And once again, this is my personal versus top 5. You'll see why every, you know, shoe above this one is where it's at. Definitely, in my humble opinion, Fire Red 3s, got to give it up, man. It's definitely, I'm happy to get this one in the arsenal, and I might be getting rid of some white and red Jordans just because, you know, it is what it is. Coming in at number 4, we have the Jordan 7 Cardinal, and this one is very high up on the list for the fact that I never owned the Cardinal. I've never owned the Jordan 7 Cardinal. It's been a shoe that I've always wanted to own, and I almost bought a older version on eBay for, you know, like a dead stock version just to get my hands on it. I want to say the last time, and I can't remember it, this one releasing, it might have been like 2011 or something like that. I could be off. Either or, though, it was a big risk. A 10-year-old shoe that's still dead stock, you run the risk of it being something that's gonna crumble when you rock it. This one released, and I can't lie, the quality, the craftsmanship, everything about it, the look, once again, another 7 on the list, and we got another 7 even further up. So we got 3 7s on this list. Definitely happy to add this one to my arsenal. Definitely a classic colorway as well, one that, you know, Jordan actually rocked. With that being said, I had to grab it. It's one of those I want to achieve of owning every Jordan that Jordan played basketball in. At least own it now or have owned it. And I'm pretty much missing out at this point One in particular is the Cherry 12s. That's one that I've been waiting on for a minute. Number 4, Cardinal 7. Coming in at number 3, we have the Jordan 5 Green Bean. This is definitely one that swept under the rug. People did not really know or care about because in all honesty, this shoe is not released since I want to say back in 2000. I'm just gonna make a guess because I was in high school when it came out. So either 2006, 2007 or 2008. I want to say 2006 or 2007. I want to say it came out either those 2 years, possibly 2008, but definitely 2006 or 2007. Salute to my brother Tonyo. He owned a pair of these, and at that time, you know, I was rocked. I used to go to the flea market, West End. I used to go to Metropolitan Parkway and go get my Air Force Ones for $30. My Jordans for 50 at the time. You know what I'm saying? You get your whole fit, fake Vizus, fake True Religion, fake Red Monkey, and get you a polo shirt or LRG or whatever you wanted. Pants go for 50, the shirt go for 30, the shoes go for 50. Then I even had the $30 Air Force Ones. I made it do what it do in high school, you feel me? Straight up. Drive to the West End every single week and re-up. But that being said though, he had on a real, you know, he had a real pair of these on. So when these came out, once again, it was me getting something that kind of meant a little bit to me back then, something I could not afford then that I can't afford now. And for that reasoning, I wanted to, you know, get my hands on this. This is a part of my childhood in a way. And now being able to own it and owning the real deal, you know, means a lot to me. So that's why I had to do what I had to do. And I did what I did. Coming in at number 2, we had the Jordan 7 Citrus. And this is once again, another one of those shoes that Tonyo had as well. And I was doing my thug dudes in high school. Salutes to Tonyo. Tonyo, you made the green beans a thing for me. You made the citruses a thing for me. I doubt you're probably watching this, but if you are, just know that. The Jordan 7 Citrus though, released, I wanna say in 2006 for sure. Classic colorway. When it came back out, it came out great quality, everything immaculate. I have them, and the shoes, even though I'm not showing you some of these shoes, are downstairs, like in my bed, like in my room. I should have grabbed them, I know, but I got B-roll shots. I shot B-roll, so we're good to go. That shoe though means a lot to me in my heart, and I'm happy to actually get this one in hand. And for that reasoning, you know, it's one of those shoes, once again, that unable to obtain back then, can obtain now. And I think that that's something we always chase when we get older in life. We go back and get the things we once couldn't have. It's just a part of living, a part of growing. So with that being said, I had to give it up to the Jordan 7 Citrus, and that was definitely, you know, it was a good one. A good one for me. And coming in at number 1, I'm being a little hype beast here, but I'm gonna be honest. The Jordan 1 Lost and Found definitely is gonna go down as my favorite pickup of 2022. Now, there's a lot of others, and there's actually one shoe that's not on this list at all, and I'm gonna explain it at the very end. But the Jordan 1 Chicago is a classic model. You know, going to the sneaker cons for the past years of just in the beginning of YouTube and all that, and seeing those old Jordan 1 Chicagos that were back in '85 that I couldn't own, and even if I could own, I couldn't wear it, and just being a huge geek and fan of sneaker culture, and now being able to own a Jordan 1 Chicago that kind of at least looks like it, at least it's approved by Nike, right? And Jordan brand, that is fun. You know, and salutes to Nike for making it happen, for making it possible. And, you know, I'm happy to get my hands on these. So I'm definitely going to be loving to wear those, and I'm love to get a second pair, but it's probably too late. I had a second pair. I gave it away on Whatnot. Check the link down below. Sign up for my Whatnot. I got one coming. If you're watching this on the 1st, I might be doing it on the 2nd or the 3rd of this week, so just go check it out. I gotta say, the Jordan 1 Lost and Found is number 1, man. Jordan 1, number 1. I gotta say though, there's one shoe that did not make the list because I was unable to obtain it, and that is the Penny 1 Orlando. That shoe came, dropped, it sold out instantly. I think there was something that happened with those shoes, and I still stand on it to this day. Soul Play didn't even get men's sizes. They got women's sizes only, and they just never got men's sizes. So I honestly think that there's a possibility that that shoe might have been one of those deliveries or shoes that fell in the ocean or whatever. I'm not being funny. Like, you know, there's a lot of ocean issues, and remember the shoes that got mold and all that? I honestly feel like the Penny suffered something like that because they dropped limited, sold out instantly. They're going for $300 still to this day, and that's it. It's just a really weird, awkward release when it comes to this one. I just don't believe it, so to each its own. Let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section on your top 5, top 3 favorite pickups of 2022. I wanna know down below. I love y'all, I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna see y'all on the next one, all right? Peace.